the early 1960s, there was this comic book series called Amazing Adventures. 7 issues later, they changed their name to Amazing Adult Fantasies, which wasn't as nearly as sexy as that sounds. Anyway, in 1962, the whole series was canceled, except they still had 1 issue to go. And the publisher was like, "Hey, it's the last issue. You guys, you do whatever you want. I don't care. I gotta go. I got tickets to some spy movie." Dr. No. The first James Bond movie also came out in 1962. Pretty cool. Okay, so anyway, writer and artist team of Stan Lee and Steen Ditko jumped at the opportunity to introduce a new superhero they had been working on. And just like Superman, you really have to appreciate how groundbreaking this character was. Spider-Man! Wait, Spider-Man? Gross! Everybody hates spiders. And he's a teenager in high school when teenagers weren't superheroes. They were sidekicks like Bucky and Robin. And while Batman and Tony Stark were billionaires, Clark Kent a successful reporter, the Fantastic Four were celebrities, and sure, the X-Men were being persecuted by society for being mutants, but at least they had each other. And a mansion to hang out in. Peter Parker was always on his own, broke, struggling to balance his secret identities, keep up with his studies, fight crime, maybe have a steady romantic relationship. It's no wonder why so many readers found him relatable. More than 50 years later, Spidey is still going strong, with no signs of slowing down. It's hard to believe that such an enduring character left from the series of a short-lived comic book that changed its name 3 times. But that's what it's like when you're pioneering an industry. Whether it be comic books or comic book movies. Things change and grow and adapt. You're figuring out what works best. And making art is no different. You guys know I'm usually a fan of ironing both sides of our Perler pieces, but when it comes to larger ones, I gotta say, the clean, crisp look of the unironed sides of the beads, it's really growing on me. So I'm gonna be making this piece backwards on the boards so I can flip it over for the canvas. Let's swing into action. Once all our pieces are made, we start gluing to canvas. First the top, then the buildings. Be sure to line up those corners. Now we'll be using some black foam core to raise our remaining pieces up a level. Gives it a cool 3D effect. Try to cover most of the back. Spidey's limbs here can be pretty fragile since we only ironed one side. The foam core will not only raise him off the canvas, but keeps him nice and sturdy too. Some small black pieces to complete his web there, and we're finished! We're getting a really nice classic comic cover series going here, people. Any suggestions for the next one? Let me know in the comments. In the meantime, if you could aim your web shooters at that like button right there, that always really helps out the channel. And click the piece to be taken to the Pixel Art Shop, where you can find the full pattern with detailed grids, the exact beat count, full color list, and helpful placement info. As always, thanks so much for watching, you guys. See you next time.
First, I will destroy your reflection, Spider-Man.
That suit's a little revealing, isn't it?
Well, it allows for maximum mobility. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders!